Hi, I'm Bill.
I'm Laurie.
And if this is your first time dropping into our channel, welcome. In this video, we're going to give you a high-level tour of our 2021 Winnebago Solis 59px flat-top camper van. In future videos, we'll go into more detail about the various systems and everything, but we just want to give you an overview of what the camper van is like. So I hope you enjoy the tour. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start in the front of the van and then work our way back. And we'll switch on and off about our impressions as we talk about different things. First of all, one of the things that attracted me to the Solis was this floor plan. And for me, it was what is known as a Euro-style front lounge. These driver and passenger seats swivel. We have a couple of jump seats here with 3-point harnesses. We have this nice table here that's removable that you can store away for travel. So I just really felt like this framed a room, and it feels very comfortable in here. Anything you want to say about this front area here?
No, it's just the chairs are much more comfortable than they were in our previous RV. It's just, the seats are adjustable, the direction, you can move the direction side to side. Very comfy.
And Laurie is very impressed with what is behind these seats, and so what we're going to do in another video when we're about to get underway is kind of go through all the storage opportunities in the front behind these seats and some of the features that you find, some of the safety features. So we'll do that as a separate video. Okay, so one other thing is these blackout shades here. They basically zipper up, so at night you can gain privacy. And then also on the front windows, up above where I'm sitting, are the shades that go in the front window and the side window. And what you may not be able to see here, but down underneath the floor, there's a small storage area.
Now, one thing about the windows is they do have screens, so when you have the windows open, bugs can't get in.
Yeah, and actually,
and they are tinted, so
the screen's open as well. Excellent point, Laurie.
Yeah.
And that was important to us, was to make sure there was proper ventilation. Many of the camper vans we saw didn't have windows along the side that opened up.
Which makes it great for the driver.
Exactly.
Yes, you can see out of both sides. And the tinted windows keep the coach from getting too hot.
Okay, and again here, behind the jump seats is basically the command center. We will run through these features in a separate video where we can spend some time on each of the features. But basically you have your heat and hot water Truma control up there. You have your panel to tell you what your batteries are doing, what your gray water tank is, and how much LP you have. And then you have your Xantrex solar charge controller. This camper van does have solar, and again we'll get into the solar features in a future video.
So although this refrigerator is small, it's located in just an ideal place. It's not in the walkway. I mean, you can access the refrigerator while you're sitting in these chairs if you want to get a drink or a snack. But it's pretty well organized. Now, we bought some shelves that to hold soda or fruit. There's a pretty large storage area underneath where we can put other items, and there's a small freezer for ice cubes and a small serving of ice cream. But one thing's nice, it also is large enough where you can put a wine bottle and maybe some salad dressing or mayonnaise, mustard, things like that. So I think even though it's small, it's very well organized. And it works very well. And it has a lock here that keeps the door closed while traveling. So this is our Dometic 2-burner stove, gas stove. It works pretty well. We've already used it to boil some water, I guess, for coffee. We haven't really cooked on it yet, have we? No, I don't think so.
Just to boil water.
Just to boil water.
For our coffee.
Yeah, and there's one small drawer here that we put our everyday smaller items. I wish this drawer was a little bit deeper, but you know, it is what it is. It has a little spice cabinet here where we have our hand sanitizer, salt and pepper, and we put some shelving units in here to maximize our storage. And there are double cabinets here where we have put some of our everyday items. And it really, there's room for a few other things in here. We organize it a little bit differently. And one thing that's very nice is that these cabinets close firmly. It's not like they're going to be partially closed. You're aware, and it's very easy to open them. So they're very secure. And then there's a light underneath, cabinet lighting, to give you here. And then we also have a small cabinet up above. So
Okay, so I'm going to talk about the bathroom because the bathroom is very important to me. This is what is known as a wet bath, and basically what you don't see here is a shower curtain. You'll notice that there is no sink in here. If you need a sink, you're going to brush your teeth in your kitchen sink. And then what you see down here is what's known as a cassette toilet. I'll show that on the outside tour of the van. And then we have a mirror here. And I've already made good use of the restroom here, the bathroom. And actually, at my size, it was comfortable. Plenty of room for me to fit in here.
you might want to mention that the toilet rotates.
Oh yeah, so I've got my hands full here, but we can. You'll notice that maybe you can see it, but it's oriented towards the right wall. You can rotate it the other way. But we find in this orientation it's good. And we'll go more into the cassette toilet in future videos.
I thought that was important.
Okay, one of the things that attracted us to the Solis was the bed. This is a Murphy style bed. And what that means is that I am not going to do it now because we're getting ready to go out tomorrow. So maybe in a future video I'll do one just on the Murphy bed. But essentially this bed folds up against this wall over here, and it is captured in this hook over here. So that way you can walk entirely through the coach to the back door. And again, you have some additional storage here, and on both sides, with the storage on the driver's side being a bit more narrow. And we do have an air conditioner here, and it does require 30 amp service to run, as I understand it. But there is an air conditioner for those times that you're in a RV park and hooked up to the power. I want to briefly mention this device here. This is a sight glass, and again, this camper van is designed to enable boondocking. So this tells you how full your freshwater tank is, and there is a light that can go on and off, and actually we can use it at night as a night light. I want to go into what they call the garage area. Again, there's storage down here, both on the right side and this left side here. And right now we're configured with a grill in here and a fire ring. We've decided to change those things, the grill out. So I'll come back and show you there is floor storage underneath the floor. So again, a lot of storage is available in this floor plan. Okay, here we are looking at storage from the rear of the Solis. And Laurie said it's important to point out the difference between the Solis 59p and the Solis 59px, which is the model that we have. And essentially what you have in the 59p, where the bed is, that's where your back doors would be. On the PX, you get an additional 18 inches in length, so it makes the overall coach just a little bit longer at about 21 feet. But again, you see there's a lot of room for storage here. And again, looking back through the garage towards the front. And then let me move this backpack here. This we'll do a video on, but this is really the command center for your water. You can hook up to continuous city water. You can fill your tank. There's several options here, and these multicolored switches tell you for the different configurations you may want to run in, including sanitizing and winterizing, what position those switches should be in. And I think that's pretty cool. A little storage area in here for miscellaneous water hose, those type of things. But what I'm really liking here is this L-track system. And so basically you have attachment points at different levels, and including on the floor underneath this water here. And then I use it to kind of capture, I've got our camping mat, our camping table, a couple of camping chairs, and using a bungee I can secure them in place so they don't move around while we're in transit. And so Laurie and I are still working out ideas on how to put a hanging laundry bag and other things utilizing this L-track system. Okay, just briefly on the outside, this is your 30 amp service plug. We had a Class A motorhome, so for that we had installed a 30 amp service here that we're plugged into, and I have our power management system device covered up to protect for rain. Let's see if we can show it here. But that is an Onan 2.8 generator. And here's your exhaust for that. Coming along the side here, this is the outlet for your Truma heat for water and cabin heat. And then you have a vent here for your system. And here's where your access to your gas fill is. One of the features we really liked about the 2021 59px anyway is these mirrors are automatic and you can fold them in.
They can be automatically folded in.
Yeah, you can press a button over on the driver console and they'll fold in. And then also on the passenger side you have a step and running board. And one thing Laurie wanted to point out, and go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
I said, it's very, the doors open here and in the back. So if you're in a beautiful area, There's screens that could be put in place, but you can still look out, and it just expands the capacity or the viewing capacity of the coach. I think it's a really nice feature.
Plus the windows, you can see out as well. Yeah, visibility is really good. Okay, here we are in a top view. I just want to give you a quick overview, but basically there is the Coleman Mach-Q air conditioning system. We've not run it yet, but we've seen videos where it is very quiet. Then there is a what looks like a port for roof access if you want to put another device on your roof. And then there is the connections for the solar panel, and then there is our solar panel, and then if we look forward, that's a max fan, which is pretty cool. Well, we hope you liked our quick tour of our 2021 Winnebago Solis 59px camper van. In future videos, we're going to go into a lot of detail. You'll find a playlist on our channel called Van Life, and all our Solis related and in general just Class B living videos will go into that playlist. So if you like this kind of content, what do we say, Laurie?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, other than that,
see you next time.
see you next time.